In this video, we're going to be talking about threading. So threading is a bit of an abstract topic, as you can't really see it unless you're, explicitly trying to do so. But by definition, a thread is the program's path of execution. So basically, in every Java program you write, Java automatically has you using its main thread as long as no other instructions are given to the program. So basically, the thread will be responsible in a single threaded program for reading down through your code linearly. So for example, if you have 100 lines of code, the thread will move from 1 to 100, then terminates when the program is finally, finished running. So before we try to do anything fancy, I'll go into the main method here in this thread example class and show you kind of how to access various information regarding to Java's main thread, which if you've written a Java program, you've had this main thread running in the background of your program. So as you can see here, I extended the thread parent class. This basically just makes it so the type I'm working with is of the thread type. So something pretty easy we can go ahead and do is say thread t equals, I think the function is current thread, right? And we can do this because we're using a class which directly extends from the threading class. So this is basically the same thing as saying, thread dot current thread. It's just you don't have to explicitly mention the class name since this class we're working in is of the same type as that. And if we want to try something out, now that we have access to the thread via a variable name, we can say t.getName. And let's go ahead and see what that returns. So here we go, main. So this thing is real. This Java main thread is always there. It's running in the background, and clearly we can get its name. Pretty simple, whatever. You can do something else similar or in the same fashion, like get the thread's priority. And here we see that priority is 5. If you're writing a program, which, I guess this information is a bit out of the scope of 401, but if you're writing a program with multiple threads running at the same time, you might want to set priorities so that one might, start running before another. And I think you can have up to a priority of 10 or something like that. Another quick little thing we can do, just to show you more about threading, is write a little for loop right here, have it run 5 times, and do something simple like print hello world. And using threads, we can, to show you the threads are basically the backbone of the execution of every program, in between each loop, we can go ahead and say t.sleep for 1,000 milliseconds. That's 1 second. And let's see what we have here. We can, throw an exception handler here. And just to show you how the thread really is, in control for the execution of every program, we run this and hello world prints in intervals of every second long after this t.sleep function is called. So, these are all very basic exercises, and it's just kind of showing you that there is this entity, the thread, and it's always there running in the background of every program you write in Java. And in conclusion, these are really powerful. You can do a lot with them, especially as you get to higher level programming. For example, multi-threading is the usage of multiple threads at the same time to execute different parts of a program simultaneously. And this can be really useful in, high computational sets of data, something that would otherwise take a long time to execute linearly. You can take it and split it into multiple threads and run each of those at the same time to complete your research faster, or whatever the goal of your program might be. Um, but yeah, you'll definitely get a higher handle of these as you continue taking computer science courses in the future. And I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about them today.